So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 67 of our Portsmouth career mode, and we are going to be kicking off this episode with our home game at Fratton Park up against Leicester. So we're hopefully going to try and pick up all 3 points in this one. It isn't going to be the easiest of games, but I'm hoping we can at least still pick up all 3 points, as we've now got our star central attacking midfielder Nori come back into the starting lineup. Good chance for us early on here. We play the ball through to Bergwijn. It's a really good ball through to him. The Ronaldo chop inside. He gets very lucky. The ball comes back to him. He strikes it, and just 3 minutes into the game, we find ourselves taking a very, very early lead. Kingsley Coman plays ball through to Hachi Mastor. It's a lovely ball through to Bergwijn. Bergwijn tries the Ronaldo chop inside, gets it a little bit wrong, but then gets very lucky with the deflection. It comes straight back to his feet. And what about that for a finish? Hitting the inside of the post. And we find ourselves 1-0 up just 4 minutes into the game. Good chance for us once again here. We play the ball through Hachi Mastor. Mastor turns his man. He's on his left boot. He tries a shot, but it doesn't even get to the shot. But we get the ball back here. We play the ball to Nori, who's just come back to full fitness. He strikes it, and it's a good save from Kraft, the Leicester City goalkeeper. And we're hopefully going to try and be able to beat him for the second time, maybe in the first half. And it is an awful mistake by us. Shiplock gives the ball away. I think I have to put my hands up and take responsibility for this one. I always try and play out from the back. It normally works 9 times out of 10. But this time we play the ball from Buscagli back to our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper tries to play the ball out wide to Iñiguez. He gets it all wrong. Plays the ball straight to the Leicester striker. And the Leicester striker takes it first time. Beats Shiplock. And Shiplock messes up a little bit there, but in theory it was me, wasn't it? Another good ball through to Mastor here. Mastor squeezed the ball through to Kingsley Coman. Surely Kingsley Coman's going to find the back of the net. What's the bets that he will? Of course Kingsley Coman's going to find it. And Hachi Mastor, this guy's an absolute genius. His play is just out of this world. He finds passes that are just not there. What a lovely weighted ball through to Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman takes a good first touch, and with his left boot finesses the ball past the Leicester goalkeeper, and we do in fact regain our lead just before the half-time break. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, a lovely ball over the top to Kingsley Coman here. Kingsley Coman's going to stop, play the ball through to Kishner. It's not the best of balls through to Kishner, but Kishner wins the ball back. Can Kishner find the back of the net? No, he can't, because the goalkeeper makes an absolutely delightful save. And that was a little bit disappointing. I thought Kishner was going to find the back of the net. And if he found the back of the net, that would have restored our 2-goal advantage, which we desperately want, because Leicester do prove very dangerous on the counters. And they're putting a lot of balls into the box that we're struggling to deal with. Another good chance for Leicester here. They got the ball through Okazaki. They play the ball back to Kante. Kante to Okazaki. They're playing some lovely football here. And we just cannot get the ball. Jeffrey slapped down the wing this time, trying to take on Ruben Loftus-Cheek, which he has done. Now he's going to take on Kishner. We've got to try and prevent the cross, which we do. But preventing the cross only then causes a corner kick to come in for Leicester. So we need to do our very best now to try and defend this corner, because we are really struggling in the air for some reason. But this time it's always good to see when you've got your goalkeeper coming out and taking charge. But we've got a break here. Bergwijn playing the ball out wide to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek back to Bergwijn. It's 5-on-3 here. Bergwijn's cut back inside. Can he take on everyone? He does. He plays the ball through to Hachi Mastor this time. Mastor to take on everyone. Oh, he nearly done him inside out there, but it just wasn't to be. Good chance for Leicester here. They play the ball through to James. James is through. He tries to square the ball, and instead of shooting, which for some reason he didn't decide to shoot, we've got the chance to go on the counter here. Mastor plays the ball out wide to Bergwijn. Bergwijn can see Kishner on the far side. He plays the ball to him. Can Kishner win the header? Yes, he can. It comes to Kingsley Coman, but Kingsley Coman gets out-muscled by Dominguez. And once again, Leicester launching another counter-attack of theirs. And Rehab Mahrez here trying to put the ball in the box, but this time we do prevent it, and it goes out wide for a corner. But it's time to make some substitutions now and bring on some fresh legs. So we are going to bring on Jesus on instead of Kishner, and Kingsley Coman out wide. Instead of Nori, we'll be bringing on Manu Garcia, and I think we're going to bring Leon Bailey as well onto the left, and hopefully a little bit of speed might be able to terrorise the Leicester defenders. So Manu Garcia, who's just come on the pitch, has been played through here. Surely he's going to beat the defender that's got no legs left. He cuts back inside with a fake shot, but our little magician can't get back in time, and they do actually lose the ball here. Iñiguez wins it. We play the ball to Bailey. Bailey's surely going to find the back of the net, and eventually this guy has scored a goal for the club. He's taken so long to find the back of the net, and it's finally come. Our centre-back, I don't know what he was doing so far out the pitch. He plays the ball through to Bailey. Bailey surely wasn't going to miss, and of course he didn't, and now he picks up his first goal for Portsmouth, and hopefully now he's picked up his first, he might be able to pick up another few because he has got really good potential, but he hasn't really been up to it yet. Lovely build-up play for us here. We play the ball out wide to Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman's got acres of room down the right-hand side here. He's going to cut back inside with a fake shot, which he does do. He's going to play the ball back to Bailey, and Bailey has picked up his second now. As I was saying, once Bailey picks up one, he's going to pick up another one, and boy does he. Just 4 minutes after scoring his first goal for the club, he now goes ahead and picks up his second for the club. It was Kingsley coming down the right hand side. He plays a lovely ball across to Bailey, and he gets there just before the Leicester defender, and that was a real smart finish from him as he picks up his second goal in the game, and that's just his second goal for the club. So the referee now blows his full-time whistle and we end up winning the game 4-1. So it wasn't the best of games from us, to be honest, at the early stages. But then in the second half, we just showed pure class. Bailey and Coman playing fantastic in that game. But I have to give man of the match to Kingsley Coman. He was absolutely insane in that game, as was Bailey, to be honest. The last 5 minutes he played, he was really good. So as we've actually got 2 games in quick succession up against Aston Villa, we are actually going to sim the first one, which is in the league, which is at home at Fratton Park, and then we're going to play the away game, which is going to be the replay of the FA Cup. So I'm going to sim the first one, and hopefully we can maybe pick up all 3 points. They're currently sitting 18th in the league table, so there's no reason why we can't go and beat them. I know we're playing our second team lineup, but the form Bailey's in, he just scored 2 in the previous game. He might be able to go ahead and score again, and might be able to put Kingsley Coman's spot in contention. Can we win the game? No, we can't. We end up drawing the game 0-0. So not the best of results from us, but I didn't really want to play it as well because we have another game straight afterwards. We're going to go into the player training once again. Dahoud and Kishner quite close to going up a rating, which hopefully one of them two can. No, they can't. But maybe in the next 1 or 2 training sessions, either Dahoud or Kishner can then increase to the 78 or 73 rating. However, it is now time to move into the away game up against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, which is going to be the second game, and hopefully we can improve on that 0-0 draw we had in the league. This time we are going to be playing our first team lineup, but the only problem is Kishner is not fully fit for this one, but I'm still going to be starting him as I do believe he can terrorise the Aston Villa left back. Good chance for Kishner here. Kishner's down the wing, all on his own. He's going to cut back inside, which he has done, but the skill move, for some reason, it done the opposite skill move. I wanted to do a roulette and it didn't work that way, but Hachi Mastor taking on everyone here. What a fantastic goal this could be. But he tries to cut back inside, and the defender, that skill move there was so effective, but the defender read it. Lonely ball through the middle here to Nori. Nori is through one-on with the goalkeeper, and he goes to take the shot, but what a last-ditch challenge that was by Micah Richards. He had to get that right, because if he got it wrong, it would have been a penalty to us, and he would have been sent for an early shower. Good chance for Aston Villa here. Lovely ball being played through. They strike here. It's a fantastic save from Shiplop, but the ball does end up in the back of the net. But the linesman on the far side had his flag raised, and if it wasn't for the linesman giving that for offside, we would have found ourselves 1-0 down. And we're finding it really difficult in this game because Aston Villa, all they're doing is knocking the ball around the back, and we're finding it hard to try and create chance for ourselves. But Nori on the ball here. Nori trying to play the ball through to Kishner, and we're losing the ball too easily. Hachi Mastor plays the ball through to Nori here. Nori's going to take on everyone, but unfortunately, no one's left. He cuts back inside. Lovely from Nori here. He strikes it. And what a fantastic goal that is from Nori. In the 66th minute, our magician, Mini-Me, up top, scores a fantastic goal. Number 15 takes on Ali Sissoko. Ali Sissoko won't be happy with that, making himself look like a complete idiot. What a fantastic goal it was into the far corner. Mark Bunn couldn't do anything about it in the Aston Villa net, and that is actually his first goal in the FA Cup, and what a goal to remember it was. Got a really good chance to break here. Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the ball. Loftus-Cheek through to Mastor. Mastor's got plenty of room outside. He plays the ball out wide to Bergwijn. Bergwijn back to Mastor. Mastor on his favourite left boot. Actually on his right boot for some reason strikes it. I think that might have hit Coman on the way through, which it actually did. A little bit disappointing there. We should have wrapped up the game and doubled our lead. Chance for us to break here. Play the ball through to Aaron Leia, who's just come on the pitch. He's going to try and take on his man for pace. He takes on Clark. He keeps on going. He's going to whip the ball to the far post. Can he pick up Naismith? He does do. But the goalkeeper comes out and makes a good punch, because if it wasn't for his punch, Naismith would have had a clear header at the back post, and he probably would have most likely found the back of the net. But it doesn't matter, because we end up winning the game 1-0 as the referee blows his final whistle. My man of the match does go to our goal scorer, Nori. I did think he played very well in that game, and obviously scored a really good goal as well. But I see that the stats say we only have 1 shot and 0 on target. But that's obviously wrong because we scored a goal. It wasn't the most convincing of wins, but we've progressed into the next round. However, it's now time to move into our third and final game of the episode, which is going to be away from home up against Bournemouth, and it's going to be at the Vitality Stadium. We are going to be playing with our second team lineup in this one. Hopefully, we can pick up all 3 points. Banton with a good ball through to Bailey here. Bailey is on the ball. He's found space in the back line. He strikes it. And that's a really good block there from the Bournemouth defender as we nearly get yet another really early lead for ourselves. But Ben Pedrosa whips the ball in the box. Can Jesus win the header? No, he can't. It comes out wide and the referee points for yet another corner. But Dahoud has picked up a slight knock and hopefully he can run it off. But another good ball into the box. Ongwen wins the header. And this time the goalkeeper clips it over the top of the bar. This time we're going to take the short corner, Ben Pedrosa to play the ball to Banton. Banton to strike it from range, and that's a really good strike, but it's a comfortable save by Jose Sarr, the Bournemouth keeper. We win the ball back here. We play the ball to Banton. Banton strikes it. It comes back out to Leon Bailey. And Leon Bailey has scored yet another goal for the club. And we're really struggling to score with him in the early stages of his career at Portsmouth. And now he's scored 3 in 2 games that he's played with us. Banton wins the ball back. We play the ball to Manu Garcia. Manu Garcia strikes it. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. And it falls to Leon Bailey's feet. And Leon Bailey, I'm afraid, for Bournemouth fans, is not going to be missing from there. Another really good ball through to Leon Bailey here. Leon Bailey's taken on his man. What a goal this could be. He goes past everyone. He keeps on going. He's going to try and cut back inside, but unfortunately he gets depossessed this time. But Banton plays the ball out wide to Manu Garcia. Manu Garcia to cut back inside with a fake shot. He takes on 5 players. It comes to Jesus. Jesus strikes it, but he hits the side netting. And Jesus should be doing a lot better from there. Good chance for Bournemouth here. They're taking on our man. McDonald strikes it. What a save that is from Shiplock. We've got to try and get the ball clear. Stevens this time gets it clear. And Shiplock keeps us in the game there with an absolute delightful save. And Leon Bailey's got the ball. He tries to thread the ball through to Manu Garcia. But the pass was deflected. And they actually get the ball back. And Bournemouth now have found a new lease of life. They're really starting to attack now. Jesus winning the ball back here. He's going to go one-on-one with the defenders. But for some reason, he is so quick. But he can't even run away from the defender. That's the reason why he's not banging in more goals. But can he win the ball back from Tyrone Mings? No, he can't, because Tyrone Mings is so much stronger than him. And all he had to do is a little bit more stronger. And he would have won that ball. And he would have been clean through on goal. Good chance for Bournemouth here. Cook plays the ball through to Grado. He plays the ball through to Callum Wilson. Wilson tries to take a touch and he gets his touch wrong there. And thankfully for us, he did get it wrong because otherwise they would have had a really good chance for ourselves. But Manu Garcia losing the ball here. Cook's got the ball. Cook plays the ball through to Richie and it's a really good save by Shiplock. And we're really hanging on by a thread now with the final stage of the game. Jesus this time losing the ball. There's simple touches that we're missing. Jesus playing the good ball through to Bailey here. Bailey unfortunately has got no legs left. He tries to take on his man. Can he win the ball back? Yes, he does. And that's what Jesus has got to do. He's going to whip the ball across the face of goal. Surely Dahoud's going to find the back of the net. No, he's not, because he actually hits a crossbar from such a close range. He's going to now try and find Leon Bailey in the far post. He's actually coming to Jesus. But Jesus can't win the header. But thankfully for us, that miss from Dahoud doesn't prove to be costly, because we still end up winning the game 1-0. Leon Bailey for us scoring yet another goal, and it was a really good goal for us as well. Well, it was a good goal for us to score, but it wasn't a difficult goal for him to score. But obviously, he was my man of the match with a 7.4 rating. Shiplock, to be honest, did play very well in that game as well. But still, another 3 points away from home at the Vitality Stadium. That's a very good result. So as we just moved into a new month, we will be showing you a new squad report, so feel free to pause the video at any moment, have a look at any players that you want to have a look at in a little bit more detail, as their attributes are on the right hand side, so you can see how the players are getting on, and a lot of them are doing extremely well. Some of them going up by +2, +3, +4, which is just incredible when you've got a squad such as good as ours, so young as well, that is still increasing in stats. It's always brilliant to see stuff like that happening. Currently in the league table, we are sitting in 4th place. We're still 8 points behind Manchester City, but who would have thought that we'd be sitting in a Champions League spot in February? It's incredible for a club like us. Can we actually start be thinking about reaching the Champions League or the Europa League? Do Do you think it's a possibility? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's see how we get on. But we have got a player training just before we end up this episode. Let's see if we can end the episode on an even higher, if any players can go up in rating. Unfortunately not, but Jesus and Mastor both increasing in attributes, and that obviously means getting closer to that overall rating. But that is in fact going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And I really hope next time, very soon, for the next episode of whatever that career mode might be. Thank you, bye bye.